Okay. Okay. Next, we have, I have no idea actually what he's going to do. I know that he's going to tell a story. I know that it will be fun. But that's all I know, and that's all I need to know, because the man doing it is none other than, if you've never heard of him, just act like this is huge, Bob Schwartz.
Hello, everybody. Okay, I have to set up a little. This is all very experimental, so it might work and it might flop. It's going to be funny to me. All right. Can you see me? All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, this is it matters, but I can take it off for the moment. All right, now this is a story of something that happened to me at work years ago, and it was before Facebook, so I couldn't just put it in a status or anything. But I wrote a story about it, and I sent it to my friends, and we've been kind of laughing about it ever since. So I thought maybe I could tell you the story and maybe work it into some sort of little performance piece tonight. So this really happened, and as I was figuring out how to do this, I thought it would be funnier if you had an idea of the setting, because this happened to be at my job, but my job is a little bit unique in the setting. I work in a video production studio in a government building. I work with one other guy, his name is Mark. So this is like in early December. And this particular day, there is a holiday party agency-wide. And so all my boss will be there and just my coworkers. And I dress up a little nicer than I normally do. I normally wear just cotton Docker pants to work. But let me get ahead, I'm not getting ahead of myself. I want to give you a little visual of the setting, the studio where I work. So I made a floor plan. I hope I didn't overthink this too much. This is the studio. This is the floor plan of the studio. There's a door, this is the main door, and it's a key card only access door. You gotta have a card like this, and you put it up against a little sensor, and it goes boop, and the door unlocks, click, and then you can go in. So, only a few people have this, my coworker Mark and me, and just a few other people. So it's a relatively private place, and I don't have to worry about a lot of people coming in and out. This is Mark's cubicle and a little editing workstation. This is mine and my workstation. So this is the setup, okay? And it'll matter later, trust me, bear with me. So I'm at my little cubicle doing my work, and I mentioned about the party and that I dressed up a little bit that day. And I realized kind of midway through the day that I had a problem in my pants. All right, so I should explain a little more. Good, come on in. I've been stretching because I know you guys are coming. Thank you. All right, so anyway, what did I say? Problem in my pants. That's a good place to start off from. And what the problem is static cling. All right, normally I wear the cotton, but that day I was wearing this kind of synthetic rayon blend, and it's like sticking to my leg and pulling the leg hair out, and it's just like uncomfortable. It looks ridiculous, feels ridiculous. And so, I'm just dealing with this. I'm like, I gotta wear this to the party. But it gets to the point where I want to do something about this. And so I Google like static cling, how to deal with static cling. And I see all these websites about, fabric softener and spray Scotch Guard, static guard on. And all this stuff I can't use because I'm already here. I don't have that stuff. I'm not washing anything. Then I find this one little site, and it's how to deal with static cling in clothes you're already wearing. I gotta refer, because I wrote down what it says. This was the metal hanger trick. You put on the garment, and if it's a skirt or a dress, you simply reach up underneath it with a metal hanger or a hook. No hook. Jesus. And brush inside the garment top to bottom. And if it's pants, you elongate the hanger, and you reach up inside each pant leg and brush downward. Ridiculous. I don't know why I even went on beyond that, but it got to the point where I needed to do it. It was ridiculous, but it was the only option I found, therefore it was the best option. So my coworker Mark, I should mention he was not there. He had stepped out, and I wasn't expecting to see him before the party. So I did have time to try this. But I did not have any wire hanger. But I did have other things in the studio that were metal. And one of them I brought it because it's easier to just show you. This is a light stand. We use this, we open it up, we put video lights on these, and this was just sitting on the floor. We had just done a shoot, and I'll show you what we got here. This is one of our lights. This is the same exact one though. And so I'm thinking, well, this might work. It's metal. So I elongate it out to about the length of my pant leg, like that. All right, so this is what I have. And so, all right, so put it up your pant leg. I can't really, but I put it down. I just took it like this, and it just went down. And I'm not going to do it now because you'll see. So, so I just kind of fed it down, and I'm just doing this, and it's ridiculous. And oh, I should mention, I did this. I was at my cubicle, but this here is a window. This is first floor. There's people walking on the street, and there's those vertical blinds, which are fine when they're closed, but there's gaps. This is old blinds, whatever, and there are like gaps in these things, and I do not need to see people walking by and saying, "What is he doing in there?" You know. I moved out of there and around here where the cubicle's blocking me. So now I'm like standing in the middle of the studio. I'm by myself, but my coworker could come in at any time, and that's a chance I'm gonna have to take. So I'm doing this, you know, and of course it's not working. So I go to take it out, and it gets almost. It got stuck right around here. I'm going to explain to you now what actually happened, okay? In this pair of pants, there is a little loop of material. All right? Now this loop is on the front pocket somewhere, and it's sewn on the sides, but not at the top and bottom, so there's this little loop like this. I don't know what it's there for. But what I ended up doing was when I put it down my pants, I fed it somehow through there, and it went down, and I'm doing this, and when I pulled it out, it got stuck right here on this little head. So it's stuck like this. I can put it down, but I can't get it out, and I don't want to rip it. And if it makes some pants, I gotta wear that back. So it's here, and it's like, this is weird. And it's top heavy like this, I can't put it down, I'm stuck. And I was like, I gotta figure out what's going on. And it's like, well, I unzip. I'm like, my coworker doesn't come in. I unzip and I can't see anything. So now I undid my belt and I'm looking around the thighs, really committing to the job now and leaving myself no explanation whatsoever should Mark come in. And just before I recognize, again, I don't know what's causing this, but before I recognize it, I hear the unmistakable boop of the door being accessed and the click of the door being opened. And so I'm like, oh my God, Mark's here. And I don't want him to see this. We've worked together for a long time, and I don't want to have to explain. So of course I go, I run, I hop around the cubicle, and so, you know, I'm jostling it, and I'm kind of moving it, and, you know, I can't rip the pants again, but I have to work quickly, and I gotta get this fucking thing out of my pants before Mark comes in and he sees. And then I heard the voice of who actually walked into the room. It wasn't Mark. Building management! Oh dear God. Building management means that one of the on-site facility support guys who come in and they check the thermostat controls, and then they get up in the ceiling and they work around, and they walk around the studio looking for things to fix, and they have access to the room, and now this guy's in the room and he's going to come in, and it's just here, it's like high over the cubicle, and it's just, I don't know what to say, it's like, hi, yeah, are you here to check the tape room? Now, the tape room is right here. This is the entry, this is the tape room. It has a climate control system in there, and if he's just here instead of that, which they often are, I'm home free. Because he won't have to come in here and see me right here. He'll go in there, and I'll say, please God say yes, please God say yes. Because I said, hi, are you here to check the tape room? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. It was the sweetest sounding, yeah. So, crisis averted for the moment, but I still have the problem of a metal pole jutting out of my pants that I can't remove, and now there's another human being in the room with me. So, I just kind of figured, and I pull it out, and I see the loop. That's the loop. Oh my God, that's why. And I use it, and I just look this way, like Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone. My God, a chorus of angels sang in my head. and I just zipped up and buckled, and that was it. It was over. Thank God. So, I mean, I just dealt with the static cling at the party after that kind of possible embarrassment. That was no big deal. I don't know what to give you as a takeaway. Use Downey. Whatever you do. When you see a light stand, you have to resist. A very normal urge. Stick it down your pants.
That's good.
You don't have to do that. Stick other things down your pants. Thank you very much.
One is rarely lost for words when you're me, but I'm lost for words now because he used all the best ones. Thank you so much for sharing your hole in the pants story. And once again, you ain't seen nothing yet from Bob Schwartz.